Hello everybody, welcome to Latte with Lynda, afternoon edition, bit late. I've been investigating the disappearance of my flip camera filter. It's the only kind of filter I use, and it's the one where it means that if I show you this, you can actually read it instead of having to scramble your brain and read back to front. I can't find it, and it took about an hour. I still can't find it. Investigations are underway. I'm hoping it will be back soon. So come on. That is not why I came on. I thought, let's just do everything at once. So I'm making my usual salad, which has lettuce, apple. Can you see it? Lettuce isn't done yet. I'm just on the apple bit. And I've done the spring onion, and a little tip when I have spring onions is I just put a little drop of water in the bottom so that the spring onions stay fresh. Meanwhile, I've done the cucumber, apple's going in right now, and the spring onions in there. This is not what I came on to talk about, but like I said, I'm doing everything. I'm multitasking. I'm going to do pan-fried salmon. So vegetarians, vegans, just close off your ears. Pan-fried salmon. Now the thing is, right, I'm using a cast iron pan because I either use cast iron or stainless steel because I'm not convinced by these coatings on these pans. Now, I'm just, hold on, I'm still here. I'm a bit weak, everybody. Not had breakfast yet. I know. I taught a class, Infernal Hot Pilates. It was very busy. It was an open day, but not an open day. So if anybody thinks, oh God, I missed it. Well, I didn't know either. I thought the open day had been cancelled, but it had. But because they'd advertised it as an open day, they honoured that. They honoured the fact that for anybody who'd already signed up. So here's the thing. This is what I want to talk about. Title today, There Is No Latte. If you've seen The Matrix, then you will know there is no spoon, and it's the same principle. There is no latte. It is what you say it is. Whatever you believe is there, is there. And it's this, well, my idea today. I don't know whether it is no latte. Oh yeah, it is. There are 0 degrees of separation. The other day, my coach, I have many. Helen, if you're watching, this is my business strategist. I've got many a coach. So those of you dropping into my DMs to tell me how fabulous I am, but how I'm failing miserably at getting views, then it's okay. I'm okay with that. I've got plenty of coach. I've got an abundance of coaches, in fact. And what was I saying? Oh, yes. So 0 degrees of separation. So here's the thing. So I teach a class today. There must have been nearly 40 people in this class. It was packed. But there was room for more, you know. There was room for plenty more. Everybody was just crammed in the distance. I'm just going to have a sip of... This is ginger tea. I'll give you the recipe for that afterwards. Oh, it's hot, but that's all right. Degrees of separation. Just looking for the lettuce. This is my salad stirrer. This is a gadget that I absolutely adore. Wash the salad, pop it in, and then Bob's your uncle, it's ready. So, in the class, it's very busy. Well, first of all, it starts in the changing rooms. I run a tight ship, everybody. I run a tight ship. I take no prisoners. And in the yoga studio, we don't have shoes on in the changing rooms because, you know, if you come out of a shower, you don't want somebody's pooey shoes on, do you know, or whatever on your feet. So I say my usual thing. I say, excuse me, no shoes in the changing room. Like a sergeant major, can't help myself. I've been like that forever and a day. In fact, I came out just like that, barking. Anyway, the woman who I say it to, she goes, Lynda, It's Laura. So, you know I have many coaches. This is another one of my coaches, my brand new coach who I hired last week, a week ago. And she lives in London. She lives up the road. And she came to my class. It is such a small world. Anyway, she loved my energy. I did more than sparkle today, everybody. More than sparkle. It was wonderful. It was a great performance. It is. If you ever come to one of my classes, can't do it online because I've not figured out the audio, but I was thinking about, I know, DJ decks and things, so I could, what I would really like to do is to put together a lovely mix so that it actually goes exactly to time with the exercises so that I can share it. And then when you're working out with me, but on a recording, for example, you can just put the music on and it will play at the right time. Anyway, I've gone right off on a tangent. I don't know how I got to music and what that's got to do with anything, the show. But it was fabulous. Yeah, so new coach was there. Killed it. I killed them dead. In fact, it was a little bit hot. Shh. I did turn it down though. Well, I did get them to turn it down. The heating was a bit confused. I think it thought it was a Bikram class. And when the Bikram class was on, it thought it was an Inferno class, so it wasn't quite hot enough. It was way hot. Anyway, so we had a marvellous class. It's all a performance. And if you want to see the full class, the show will be at Broadway. Broadway first, and the West End can get second dibs of our performance because it is our best performance yet. High intensity interval training with Pilates principles, and we smile. So we use mindset all the way through, 60 minutes of mindset. So by the end of it, you're going to be loving yourself so much, and you're going to have found that you've done so much more than you believe that you could do, because that's what it's all about. You can do anything if you put your mind to it and tell yourself you can. I can, I will, and powerful beyond belief. And Aggie, if you're watching, there you go. She loves that one. And I always say it, 7 o'clock. In my 6-7 minute classes, I always say, Aggie, are you ready? I can, I will, and powerful beyond belief. So that was the degrees of separation. There aren't any. So interestingly enough, my new coach was there with somebody who I know. And it's a small world. I knew one person, and now I know three more from the front row. And we're all connected. So this is why I came on. Now I remember. It was partly degrees of separation, but I want to say hello to my new followers. And please go to the link in my bio. Not yet. Not finished talking. Oh, sorry, don't mean to point a knife at you. Not yet. But there was a lot of interest in some of the things that I'm doing. So let me talk first of all. My podcast, Letter to My Cells, it's still out there. She's still there. And yes, she's still there. More episodes are coming. They're currently up here. Not under the hat, inside. They're all up there. So new episodes coming. Not sure when, because there's another podcast coming. There's another 2 podcasts coming at least. In fact, there is an abundance of podcasts that I am planning to create and make. So she was called, it was a lovely woman. In fact, she nearly missed the class. She was busy, interested in me and what I was saying. Nayama, I think. Nayama. And she was interested in the podcast. So, Nay, shortening your name and apologising profusely. Check the link in my bio, same for anybody, and you'll find all kinds of things in there. I've got a few exciting calls that are available. If you want to think more fitness, then get fit and transform. Let's transform you. Or it may well be that you want to focus more on coaching in terms of mindset and getting that action done. In which case there is a transform and thrive alignment call. So we're going to get you clarity on whatever it is. So whether it's fitness or whether it is other stuff, I've got the calls. I've got the calls. I'm on it. I'm on it, people. I'm on it. You should see the people that were in my class today. Transformed. Don't recognise themselves. They didn't even skip out of the class. They flew. Their feet did not touch the ground. They were so happy. They were so exhilarated because that's what it's all about. I just shared a little bit of my sparkle. I've decided this is one of my new things. Sparkle. Sparkle, shine, thrive. So get your sunglasses on. Remember, this is 2025, year of Delulu. So if you're with me, then everything we do is abundant, and it may seem to people on the outside that it's a bit outrageous and it's a bit crazy, but it's not, because we know what we're doing. We've got a plan here. Operation Project Delulu is how we're going to see the year through. And one of the other things we're doing is moments. One of the reasons why, so we're going to capture time, and we're going to draw it back. And the way you do that is by stopping and noticing. And I tell you, it is a wonderful thing, because at the moment what we're doing is we're going from appointment to appointment, this thing to that thing, event to event, and we're not actually stopping and enjoying the journey. And this is what it's about. It's all about the journey. So two things happened today that I noticed. I was at Tottenham Hell Tube Station, and there was a beautiful, they've got this almost like an exhibition. You know how they have the posters up? And these were posters all about the Victoria line. And I just thought it was really, really interesting. And I've never noticed it before. And it was because I'd gone to a different spot on the platform, because I was going to get off at a different station. And I like to get off. I'm very efficient like that. I like to get off close to the exit so I don't have to walk down the platform. So it meant that I was in a different spot on the platform. The salad is ready. So in here, apple, cucumber, spring onion and lettuce. So I mix all that together. And this is my gorgeous Pyrex dish. I've had for a long time. So that is ready. Just needs to be mixed. I'm going to make, in fact it's already made. Where are we? I treat this by the gallon. So this is apple cider vinegar, yes, and some nice olive oil. This one is lovely. So back in the day, this used to be £6. Was it £6? It was less than that. You used to be able to get it for a bargain. Now I think it's like £10 upwards. And I think I got it on special. Sainsbury's. Nectar card. I'm not paid to sponsor any of these people. I just go with what I like. Off on a tangent, I'll watch it back and think, oh yes, I should have said that. And by the time I've watched myself back, and I've forgotten again. So salad is done. Apple cider vinegar, good quality olive oil, and a nice organic, if you can get it, apple cider vinegar. And that is all it is. You just mix the two together, 1 part oil, 2 parts vinegar, mix it together. And you can see this is stained now. I've had this for years, it's lovely. And I don't think, in fact, this isn't the original top. You can see that's a champagne topper or a carver topper, but it does the job. Because what you notice nowadays with a lot of bottles, if you drink alcohol, is that it's not cork, it's something else. Don't know what it is. Right, so whatever I was going to tell you about, can't remember, but I do want to show you this. And they do need to get into the freezer. So yesterday I bought some fruit, berries. There they are. And then I washed them and froze them. I'm just going to pop a few in here. And these are going back into the freezer. Been some time on the side. So they are blackberries, raspberries. I'm going to be really extravagant to have 3 of each. And then blueberries. Because I'm on the new thing. The new mindful eating. And so I'm having berries. Now bear with me, I'm putting these back in the freezer because the way I'm talking, everything will have been melted. Mindful eating, after the fast, which is not about diet as such, but it is about resetting and actually finding out what you are running away from. There we go. Almost done, everybody. Right, we're back. Back in the room. Yes, one of the things you find when you fast, if you like your food like I do, kefir, can you see that? Kefir, yes. I've also bought a kefir drink. It says it's only milk fermented, so it better be. Don't know what I'm going to put on this lid. Anyway, so when you fast, one of the things you notice is how much time you spend with food. Whether it's thinking, it's how much time you spend thinking about food. And I spend all the time thinking about food. So when you're not eating, you then notice how you get up. Now that's for later. I'm not going to eat it now. I'm going to put coconut on it. Dried coconut. Very, very nice. And maybe some nuts as well. I was looking for a lid, but it doesn't come with a lid, so I'll have to figure that out. So you spend a lot of time thinking about food. And so if you then withhold your food and don't eat for a while, those thoughts are still there. Your brain, and so notice what happens. What do you do? So what I found was that often, you're eating, but you're not necessarily hungry. It's a distraction. So that was the thing. So I was saying to my friend today, it's you learning to be with yourself and sit with yourself. And actually just ask that question. Because when you're getting up and distracting yourself with food, and you're not hungry, that is a distraction. So you ask yourself, what am I running away from? Because you're running away from something, you're avoiding something by getting involved in food and not sitting with those thoughts or processing whatever it is that's going on. So it's very, very interesting indeed. There was something else I was going to say. It's all gone. So I've shown you the frozen fruit. You've seen the salad. Here's the salmon. Oh, does it look all right? Let's just have a little whiff. Yeah. It's all right. It looked a bit dodgy. It's because it's in, so this is the other thing. It is in paper. Parchment paper. Yeah, I've gone really posh. No foil. No cling film. It's in the parchment, and then it is in a plastic container. I do like my glass containers, but this is where we're at. But at least I feel it's protected. So that is ready. I cleaned it before it went in the fridge, got rid of the scales. Still haven't found out why they sell fish with scales on in the supermarket, and why they don't clean it up and descale it. Another story to investigate. Right, Soul Tribe. Oh, now, before I go, not the cards I wanted to pull, but let's have a go with these. Not sure where the other cards are. So this is Caroline Miss Archetype card. So here's the little book. Here's the cards. Remember, we drew Beggar the other day, didn't we? So let's have a shuffle and see who we get. Oh, hello. Hello. Welcome. We've come to the end. I'm just pulling a card. Let's see what we've got. Now, I need to look away. And I'm going to go for this one. Right. Victim. Oh, the victim card. So, Natasha, the thing about me is I've got reading glasses, but we're never together. So my arm is now stretching forwards and forwards and forwards, and will be in the camera. Victim. Oh, I can't see a thing. Light attribute. So these cards are archetype cards, and you see the light and the shade. Light attribute prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. Shadow attributes, playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity, inability to maintain personal boundaries. Oh, yeah, victim. That always triggers me. Victim and martyr always triggers me. Right. So that means when something triggers you, inspect it. What is it in you? Maybe you need to do a bit more of that thing or balance it. Victim. When properly recognised, properly recognised. The victim alerts you when you're in danger of letting yourself be victimised, either through passivity or rash, inappropriate actions. Yeah, I have a tendency to be either very passive or rash. Yeah, I literally one extreme or the other. So balance is needed there, Lynda. Also helps you to see your own tendency to victimise others for personal gain. Well, that sounds like bullying to me. Well, we don't like that, do we? Shadow victim. Shows you that you might like to play that role because of the positive feedback you get in the form of sympathy or pity. Well, one thing I don't like is pity. I think it's a horrible thing. Horrible thing. Everyone has this archetype. The goal is always to learn how to recognise these inappropriate attitudes in ourselves or others and to act accordingly. Well, if it's in somebody else, I'm going to give you some advice. This is based on my experience from last week, earlier this week, Monday, when I answered the phone foolishly. You know, the lesson, I'm bashing this now, the lesson is don't answer your phone. Verbally abused, person hung up, now, I've actually lost the plot of what I was going to say to you, so let's go back to what you said about victim. Oh, yeah. Act accordingly. So, act accordingly is sometimes don't say anything when it comes to other people. Just remember, none of your business. Let them get on with their business. You're not there to heal them. You're not there to help them. They are there to learn and help themselves. You are just there as part of the process. Right. Gone way off on a tangent, round about the houses, up and down, wibbly wobbly, inside out, upside down, but that's all good. Oh, that's coffee. I was going to show you my black sesame seed tahini, or you can just have it as a butter. It's very, very nice indeed. So I may have some of that as well somehow today. Not sure what on. Got some pineapple over there that needs eating up, so that's going to go in with this fruit and kefir. This whole pot of kefir may be eaten today because there's no lid. Right, Soul Tribe. It's time for me to eat, isn't it? I'm all kind of feeling just as well. I'm hanging on to this. So you must watch the last episode of Latte with Lynda, because if I do say so myself, it was marvellous. And one update, those boots, they've gone. As mysteriously as they appeared, they have vanished. And so this is the thing. So I met this lovely woman today. I met lots of lovely women. In fact, most of the class was full of lovely women. And Brittany, she said, investigate the symbolism of those boots. Because remember, I saw a pair of boots and a pair of wellies. So it's very important for me to investigate that symbolism. I totally agree with her. I will be off and Googling at the earliest opportunity, but not until I've eaten. So it's pan-fried salmon with this salad. I've got some organic broccoli over there. Yeah, I'm venturing into the world of organics now, little by little. Not everything, just the odd thing. And today I noticed there was broccoli. So maybe some steamed broccoli. Actually, I might just stick to salad. Can't bother with any more cooking, I know. Pan-fried salmon, that'll do. Right, Soul Tribe. On that note, have a wonderful Sunday. And I'm sure once I've clicked off, I will remember exactly why I came on to talk to you, but we'll not worry about that. So we know all about the fact that there is no latte. There are 0 degrees of separation. Guaranteed that the person next to you, you'll have some kind of connection with. Even if you've never met them in your life, there will be some kind of common ground or connection. Wash your fruit, berries, and then freeze them. That way you don't have to eat them all at once and they won't go off. So they stay nice and fresh, and then you can defrost them and put them in your kefir. That's the other thing. So I discovered this week, I was horrified. I've been eating goats, it's not goat, Greek yogurt for a long time, thinking that I was consuming sheep or goat's milk yogurt, because that's what I thought it was. Anyway, in the supermarket, it turns out to be just common old garden milk. So where's the benefits there? Apparently it's to do with the straining. That's what makes it Greek. I'll Google that as well. Pan-fried salmon, I've got kefir with berries, and the berries are frozen, so I'll leave those to defrost. And here we are. It's here. This is it's very, very nice. Tahini, black tahini, or you can just call it black sesame butter. Oh, it smells delicious. I'll be having a spoonful or two of that for sure. That's it, Soul Tribe. I'm going to eat now, so have a wonderful Sunday. And like I said, as soon as I remember what I might have been coming on to talk about, I may well come back, or I might not. Right, on that note, I see you, I hear you, I feel you, I get you, I've got you, I love you. Have a fantastic day. Sending lots of love. Bye. Link in bio for everything, because I know you're interested in the podcast and the calls and everything. So just link in bio and see what I'm doing. Bye.